So today we're going to be doing a flow which challenges your abilities slightly. It's going to be a bit more intense, maybe incorporating some more challenging postures, so take it at your own pace. Really be aware of every part of your body, what muscles are involved. Take it slowly, try not to push yourself too much, but just have fun, and yeah, maybe try and learn something new. This might be something you've never tried before, but yeah, try to challenge yourself. Have a play around. Doesn't matter if you don't get it first time, because you can always come back to this video, and every time you'll do it, you'll improve slightly, get a bit further, and that'll feel amazing. So just don't buy into the ego, really sit with exactly where you are today, and that is enough. So you'll build strength doing these poses, and I hope you really enjoy. So for today we're going to start lying down with our feet together in Supta Bakasana. So soles of the feet come together, knees come out wide, and we'll just lie back down on the mat. Palms come out and open, eyes are shut. Bring our awareness into the body, breathing deeply into the stomach. Notice it rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Inhaling, feeling it rise. And exhaling, feeling it lower towards the mat. Inhaling, arms reach up overhead. And exhaling, bringing them back towards our knees. Inhaling, arms reach up overhead. Exhaling, arms come towards the knees. Inhaling, arms reach up. And exhaling, arms towards knees. Inhaling, arms reach up. This time, take a bend at the elbows, interlace your fingers to opposite elbow, and really notice your shoulders. Draw them back and down slightly, opening through the chest, allowing more space to breathe into the sternum. One more deep breath here. From here, we'll roll onto our right hand side. Use our left hand to push ourselves up into a seated position. Interlacing, crossing at the feet. Just inhaling, lift and lengthen. Exhale, take a bend, drawing the chin in. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round through the back. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, round through the back. From here, rolling onto all fours. From here, our right knee comes out at a right angle. And we'll just hold here for 5 seconds, engaging through the inner hips. Really engaging through the glutes, strengthening the hip flexors. Then bring it down to the mat. Bringing the same knee up again, engaging through your Mula Bandha, through your Uddiyana Bandha. Pushing out through the shoulders, trying to keep your shoulders square. Bring it back down to the mat. Once more, bring it out, engage. One more deep breath in and out here. And then exhale, bring it back down to the mat. Moving straight onto the left hand side, left knee comes out to the side. Engaging through the stomach. Try to work on bringing it directly out, away from you. Draw it back to the mat. Inhale, out to the side. A few breaths here. Exhale, come back to the mat. Once more, inhale up, out to the side. Really working through the hip flexors, building strength. This will be great for any middle splits postures. And then release it back to the mat. Walk your knees out behind you slightly. Hands come up, maybe tend onto the fingertips and bring your chest down towards the mat to puppy pose. Gaze is forward. You're working towards your chin, drawing towards the mat. Your gaze is straight. Take a few breaths here, opening through the shoulders. Inhale, push onto your hands, walk your hands back in. From here, we'll tuck under the toes, push straight up to a downward facing dog. From here, inhale, right leg rises. And exhale, draw it in towards the chest. Inhale, that leg back up. Exhale in towards the chest. Inhale, that leg up. Exhale to right arm. Inhale, leg up. Exhale to left arm, crossing over the body. Inhale, leg up. And exhale, step it through, plant it at the front of the mat. Gaze comes up, come onto your fingertips, tuck under the pelvis, push out through the heel. Inhale, arms reach up to a high lunge. Taking a few breaths here, really lengthening, tucking under the pelvis. From here, coming out into a warrior two, placing the back heel down, right arm is forward, shoulders are back, the front knee is drawing out, tucking under the pelvis. Inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. Exhaling, that right arm draws forward to the inside of the front foot. Wrapping your arm around, up and over, gaze comes forward. Inhale, come back up to warrior. And then cartwheel the hands back down, step back into plank. From here, you can bring your elbows to the ground. And then push back up. Okay, from here, pushing straight back to a downward facing dog, moving straight on to the other side. Maybe walk out through the feet slightly. Pedaling, warming up. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bring it in towards the chest. Push it back out. Exhale, in towards the chest. Inhale, out. Exhale to left hand. Inhale, back out. Exhale, right hand, crossing over the body. Inhale, back out. And exhale, step it through, plant it at the front of the mat. Gaze comes up, push back through the back knee, drawing the heel back. Stomach comes off the front leg. Inhale, coming all the way up. High lunge. Placing the back heel down, coming out into warrior two. Arms come out, gaze follows. Knee bends, maybe try and go a bit deeper into the front leg. Engaging through the Ujjayi breath. That breath is sound. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Opening through the side of the body. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, drawing forward, bringing that left hand to the inside of the left leg. And then sweeping your arm around, gaze follows. Pavatanasana, great for lengthening through the body. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhaling, cartwheeling the hands down. Stepping back into plank. Going onto your elbows, engaging through the core. Hold in here. From here, lift your right leg off the ground. Place it down, lift left leg. This is warming up through the shoulders, will be great for any of the forearm stands we're about to do. Replace it to the ground. Once more, right leg lifts. Place it down, left leg lifts. Place it down. From here, knees come to the ground. Taking the mat wide for a child's pose. Arms stretch forward. Again, from here, you can tent up onto the fingertips. Gaze can come forward, working through the shoulders. Chin come towards the ground. Inhale, pushing back up into a downward facing dog. Inhale, draw your body forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga to the ground. Inhale, pushing onto the toes, up, over Mukta Svanasana. Exhale, push back out of Mukta Svanasana. A few breaths here, really drawing the shoulders back and apart. Gluing your hands to the mat. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through to the front of the mat. Gaze comes forward. Planting that back left foot down. Inhale up to warrior one. Exhale out to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward, extending into reverse warrior. Inhaling, coming back up, reaching forward into Parvattanasana. Reaching your arm over. Inhaling, coming back up. From here, we step that back left foot in slightly, reaching forward into triangle posture, Trikonasana, lifting the front toe, left arm reaches up, trying to stack the hips, drawing that top left hip crease back, gaze comes up. From here, our gaze comes forward, bringing that right hand slightly in front of us for half moon, bringing the weight into our right foot, trying to stack the hips, stack the body. Taking a few breaths here, working on that balance. Then slowly with control, stepping back, coming straight back up into warrior two. Cartwheeling the hands down, stepping back into plank, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up. Exhale, step it through to the front of the mat. Placing that back foot down. Inhale, coming up to warrior one. Exhale, out to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhaling, coming back up, Parvattanasana, left hand comes down, right arm sweeps up and over. Inhaling, coming back up, step in, that back foot in slightly, coming into Trikonasana. Inhaling, exhale, reach, reach, reach. Trying to take hold of our front left foot, our toe lifted, gaze comes up. Really trying to stack the body, imagine you're between two walls. From here, gaze comes forward, bringing our left hand slightly in front of us, putting a bend in that left knee, and then taking our foot off the ground for half moon. If you feel balanced here, you can take your gaze up. And then slowly with control, bringing that foot back, bringing the hands down, stepping back into plank, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we'll put a bend at our knees and we'll practice just jumping into the outside of our hands. So maybe do this a few times. Putting a bend at the knees, drawing all the way into the hands. And jump in so our feet land outside of our hands. Once more. Should be really quiet motion. So from here, we're in Bakasana, our yogi squat. So it looks like this. If you want to try and straighten the feet slightly, that'll give a deeper squat. Hands come to chest, and you can use the elbows to push the hips open. Closing off the eyes, taking a few breaths here, in and out the nose. Really working on drawing our chest up and through. The more you bring your feet out, the more easy the posture is. The more you bring your feet to square, the more difficult. From here, we're going to try going into crow pose. So our feet come out, hands come just in front of our feet, in front, so our arms are straight. Here we can tuck onto the toes, and if we're just lifting one foot after another, that's absolutely fine. It's a really good place to be. So hands out, we lift our hips, we put a bend at our elbows, and just draw the weight forwards and back, and just notice how the weight can distribute over the hands. Taking a few goes here, and then sitting back in Bakasana after you've had a go with that. This time, we're going to try and take one foot off. So drawing all the weight into our hands, lifting up our hips, drawing our body forward, and maybe lift one foot. Place it down, maybe lift the other foot. Maybe lift both feet. And when you lift both feet, try and straighten off the arms, gazes forward. And then slowly lower back into Bakasana. Take a few breaths here with your hands at your heart. Maybe sway back and forth. With the last round, we can continue doing, just working towards our crow. Lifting one foot, lifting another, that's absolutely fine. Working towards our full crow, or we can try and come into headstand. So if I will demonstrate headstand, what we'll do is take your hands to opposite elbows, place our hands on the mat. Hands can interlace. This gives a good base to balance on then, like a tripod. The back of your head, the very crown, right at the back where my bobble is, right at the back is where it will sit into the hands. From here we engage our Mula Bandha and our Uddiyana Bandha, really bringing your core in tight. Head comes down. From here we'll tuck under the toes, lifting the hips. And just feel the weight distribution onto the arms. Maybe rock back and forth. And then if you're there, walk your feet in and just practice walking your feet in, lifting your hips so they're directly above your body. Maybe walking out, just building strength during this. Notice how your body is feeling. That might be enough. Perhaps try lifting one leg and then the other. You really want to push out through your arms. There should be no weight going through your head right now. Coming down to your knees when you've had enough of that. Come into child's pose, taking a few breaths in and out the nose. Inhale, look it up. Interlacing the arms, again measuring the base. So our hands are interlaced, and then we take them out, so that's this right distance. Interlace them so we make a tripod shape. We then place the base of our crown in between the hands, tucking under the toes. We can work here, walking our feet in, lifting one leg, maybe lifting the other, and bringing them up. Just trying to hold here, finding the balance, finding what works for you. If you want to build more strength, you can bend your legs down. And bring them back up. And then coming back down to the mat, coming into child's pose, arms come back, forehead towards the ground. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Bringing our hands out in front, tucking under the toes, coming back to a downward facing dog. Gaze come forward, putting a bend at the knees, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold, taking your peace fingers around your toes. Taking them directly underneath the hips. Inhale, lift. And exhale, forward fold. Taking a few nice deep breaths here, in and out the nose. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up. From here, right foot steps to the back of the mat. Parallel our feet. Inhale, arms reach out. So our heels are in line with the underneath of our wrists. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, shoulders draw up. And exhale, forward fold. Pasarita Padottanasana. From here, we can bring our hands directly to the mat and work on drawing our elbows in, head down. Breathing in and out the nose here. Inhale, look forward. If you'd like to come into tripod headstand, I'll explain this. So, it's the same premise as a normal headstand. Our hands are both directly underneath our shoulders. Our head makes the third point in the tripod. So our head will be directly in front. From here, we can walk our feet back slightly. Hands come out. Head comes down to meet that third leg. Elbows are drawn in, so they're parallel underneath the shoulders. And from here, we can work on maybe bending one knee and bringing them onto the elbows, drawing them in and up. Alternatively, if you already have tripod headstand in your practice, you might want to practice just coming up with both legs at the same time. So hands pressing down, elbows drawn in, tucking under, and then drawing our legs up together. For 3, 2, 1, and then drawing our legs back down, apart with control. Inhale, gaze comes up. And exhale, forward fold. Taking hold of our peace fingers around our toes. Drawing the elbows apart. Bringing our head towards the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale all the way back up. From here, we'll step back to the front of the mat, hands come to heart. Now we've tried lots of inversions and balances. We're going to cool it down. So inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank. From here, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Gaze comes forward, putting a bend at the knees. Step or jump to the front of the mat. Sitting down. From here, our right leg draws in, crossing it over the left leg. We can work here, this is fine, so left arm reaches up. Putting a bend at the elbow, exhaling, working into that twist. If we want a more deep twist, the left leg that's straight, can put a bend in it, sitting up, working on drawing that knee in towards the body. Again, inhaling, reaching up, and exhaling, bending at the elbow, and using that resistance then to gaze over the right shoulder. If you're comfortable here, then you can take that left hand and try and reach for the right foot. This is a great hip stretch. Inhaling back to center. From here, bring in that left leg back out straight. The right leg, bring it out, still bent. Try and bring your right arm underneath the leg and hook it over your shoulder. Perhaps you just work here, drawing that leg back, working on straightening through the spine. Wherever you are is fine. Perhaps you take your hands out, point through the front toe, maybe lift your body off the ground. For 3, 2, 1, and lower. Perhaps we can come into figure of 8, so hook that left foot over the right foot, putting a bend at the elbows, and then you're drawing your body forward, hooking your body over and dragging your legs out towards the side. For 3, 2, 1. Coming back with control. Sitting back on the mat. From here, we'll take our left hand to the outside of our right foot and then work on extending slowly through the body. It doesn't matter if your leg's bent, we'll notice wherever we are today. Right arm is reaching out straight. Gaze can come out to the left. A really nice way to open through the side of the body, through the hamstring. And then slowly releasing off that foot, shaking that through the hips, moving straight onto the left hand side, so left foot hooks over the right leg. We can work here, this is fine. Inhaling, right arm over, right arm comes, hooks onto the left leg and then twists. You really want to engage through the core, through the Uddiyana Bandha, to really twist deeper into the posture and protect the spine. Otherwise, you can put a bend in that right knee, sitting down on your 2 sit bones, drawing that knee in towards the body. We can stay here, or left arm reaches back. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, then hook that elbow onto the knee. Staying here is also fine, or you can take that right hand and try and reach for that bottom foot, that left foot. Breathing deeply in and out the nose. Inhaling, coming back to center. Straightening that bottom right leg. Again, take your left arm, hook that left leg over behind the shoulder as far as you can. Just feel where you feel comfortable here. Try working on your body being straight. Working on that knee coming further back. Maybe from here we plant our hands down, engage through the core and lift off the mat. Coming back down, perhaps we can try figure of 8. So what we do is we take our right foot over the left foot, hook them so they're interlaced by flexing through the feet, shifting our weight forward onto our hands and using our left elbow as a lever to bring the full body onto it, drawing our head towards the ground. Inhaling back to center with control. Working that right leg straight, left leg, bringing it back over. Right arm reaches for the left leg. Left arm reaches out, straightening through the leg. Gaze can come up. Doesn't matter if your leg's bent, wherever you're comfortable. One more nice deep breath here. And then slowly easing off the leg, placing it back down, working through the hips. From here we inhale, reaching up. Exhaling forward, folding over the legs. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper into that bend. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands come behind, about 2 meters behind our buttocks, pointing through the toes. Inhale, lifting our hips. Head comes back, Purvattanasana. Lifting our hips high up towards the sky. Slowly lowering towards the bum. Scooting our buttocks forward. Inhale, reaching our arms forward. And exhale, coming towards the mat. From here, we'll work on drawing our feet in. Hands stroke the back of the heels. Inhale, lifting up the hips, walking our shoulders under, perhaps interlacing our hands behind our back. From here, inhale, raise right leg. And exhale, putting a bend at the knee, hook in that right knee over our left leg. And interlacing the fingers, lowering our hips towards the ground. Bringing that left leg up and taking our hands behind the leg, drawing the foot in towards the body. Release off the legs. Again, bringing them out so our hands stroke the heels. Inhale, lift. This time, left leg rises. Bend at the knee. Hook that left foot onto the right knee. Lowering the hips and drawing that leg in towards the body, interlacing the fingers behind the back of the right leg. Taking some nice calming breaths here, in and out the nose. Releasing that leg, taking our feet out to either edge of the mat, drawing the left knee in, right knee out. Just windscrew wipering the legs slightly back and forth. From here we take left leg, hook it over right knee, taking that knee out to the right hand side, arms come out straight, gaze comes over the left hand. Inhaling back to center, right leg crosses over left, bringing that over to the left hand side of the body, gaze comes out to the right. Inhale back to center. This time we can either finish in Shavasana or Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing our feet together, arms come out either side, tucking the shoulders under, taking a few nice breaths in and out the nose here. You've finished, you've completed, no matter how hard it was or challenging, know that this is a practice and it's for playing. There's no end goals that we need to achieve, so just enjoy it while we're going through each of the activities, each of the practices, each of the postures. Find some lightness and fun with it. Don't take yourself too seriously. And know that you're enough just where you are today, and with practice you'll really achieve where you've been looking to go. I'd like to finish with a mantra. I am enough. Every breath in your head, say I am. And exhale, enough. Inhaling, I am. And exhaling, enough. You can remain here, otherwise inhale, bringing attention back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, full body stretch, straightening through the legs. Exhale, drawing your knees in, rolling onto your right hand side, Using your arm as a pillow. Lie here and know you're fully enough exactly where you are. You'll be pushing yourself up to a seated position. Coming to sit on the mat with your eyes shut. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, your hands to your third eye. May I bring awareness into my life. May I see with clarity. Bringing your hands down to your mouth. May I speak with clarity and words of wisdom. And down to your heart. May I offer love and surrender to the wills and the people around me. Namaste, thank you so much. See you soon, have a lovely day, thank you.